our final speaker for this afternoon. Can you see my screen now, ma'am?
Yes, Pastor.
All right, thank you so much. So here, let me read first that everyone should know and let it be known to everybody about the background of your speaker for this afternoon. For her educational attainment back in 1986 to 1990, she graduated Bachelor of Science in Nursing at Onciano Paramedical Colleges. And 1999 to 2000, she completed a certificate of teaching major in secondary science at the University of Makati. And 2002 to 2003, having Project Rescue Initiative for Secondary Education at Philippine Normal University. In 2003 to 2006, she graduated Masters of Arts in Education, major in Administration and Supervision at the University of Makati. For work experiences, she backed in 2000 to 2006, a high school teacher of Fort Bonifacio High School, Makati City, Philippines. 2003 to 2005, clinical instructor at Fishery Valley Colleges. 2006 to 2018, a deputy headmaster, IGCSE teacher, chemistry, biology, and physics at Somtawin Witaed Soksa Huay Mongkon School at Wahin, Thailand. In 2018 to 2021, she became an assistant human resource officer of IGCSE teacher, teaching chemistry and physics at Brainworks Total Schools, Yongon, Myanmar. Back in 2021 to 2022, a kindergarten teacher at Nai Phea Thao Integrated Science Academy, Myanmar.
Pastor, it's
Ladies and gentlemen,
maybe
right?
though, maybe though.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2022 to 2024 at present, she's an English integrated subject teacher of K1 to P6 at Prachathon School, Bangkok, Thailand. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome once again Miss Carmela Manangay Salenga, LPT RN. A round of applause, please. Madam.
Okay, thank you so much for that generous presentation of my bio notes, Pastor Rodil. Maybe though is the new capital of Burma, or the old, or the new one, we call it Yangon. So that's where I used to start working at as a kindergarten teacher. But anyway, I will show my pictures later. But for this time, I would like to uh thank you each and every participants who were here, and also ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, and also distinguished guests, and our student teachers. Okay, welcome to our second week of our 120 TESOL training program. We will embark the journey to explore the dynamics and the realm of language skill instruction. About my topic, let me show you my PowerPoint presentation. Share sound. Okay. Can you see my PowerPoint presentation now?
Yes, madam. Go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. So is it the speaker's presentation, or the, wait a minute. I think this one. Okay, there you go. So today I'm going to discuss enhanced teaching through teaching techniques and methodologies. So I would like to remind everyone that you will you will be in a breakout room later. You will talk to each other. I will give you some activities based on the different types of teaching methodologies. And please prepare an A4 paper. Uh, then you can upload your work or pictures in our Google Classroom. So I will start now. Okay. So number one, I will be explaining. I'm going to discuss effectively employing the diverse teaching techniques to enhance language skill instruction. Number two, adopt instructional strategies to address varying learning styles and individual needs. And then creating engaging and interactive learning environment that fosters language development. So today, okay, we know that our education system is evolving, and I will discuss later the evolution of this communicative learning or the English language teaching. So next, number four, integrate technology and innovate approaches to optimize language skill acquisition. And then number five, we have to demonstrate proficiency in assessing and providing constructive feedback on language skills. And number six, to apply reflective practices to continuously improve teaching techniques in language education. So before we start, I would like to ask you guys, okay, to find someone who can you can interview. I heard from Mom Roxanne that some of you're sharing devices. So this is just a quick activity where I would like you to practice, okay? Put your mood and to set you up in teaching or in learning English. So if you can ask someone, okay, probably three students in your group, be it in chat box or it could be in our annotation or um maybe someone beside you. You can ask three questions to know your classmate or what do they oh, wait a minute, sorry. Uh what things that you don't know about them. So you can start the question with do you, for example, do you like chocolate? Or have you ever had an accident or something like that? And okay, I will give you at least 2 to 3 minutes to work it out with your friend. Okay. And you can also access the chat box. Okay, are we okay with this, participants? Thumbs up if you understood the instruction. Ask someone three question. Okay, be it do you snore at night? Okay, please thumbs up if you understood the instruction. Okay. Okay, maybe I could ask someone. Shirley. Can I ask you, Shirley? Are you there? Okay, not responding. Okay, Sir Ken, can I ask you a question? Oh, okay. Sir AJ, how about you? Can I ask you a question?
Go right ahead, madam.
Yes, very good. Okay, because I think some of the our participants, they're non-responsive. This is supposed to be a collaborative question and answer portion for our participants, so it could, it could enhance their communicative skills. But okay, can I ask you one question?
Go ahead.
Sir AJ, do you snore when you sleep?
Do I snore when I
Yes.
sleep? Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. So, one example, I asked Sir AJ, so I use the highlighter and I will just check this one and write Sir AJ's name. And then I will go to the next one. Thank you, Sir AJ. Sir Jovit.
You're welcome.
Okay. Sir Jovit, do you know how to cook or do you enjoy cooking? Oh, okay. Sir Javid is not answering. But anyway, moving on. Okay, this activity is a warm-up activity that we can use to uh, encourage our students to speak up and to put their mindset in our lesson. So thank you for responding, Sir AJ. I will move forward to my next question. Okay. My question is that, okay, for this one, I would like someone to annotate. Okay. So, is English language teaching only applicable for English subject? So, if you want to answer, can you please uh, put your answer on a chat box to, yes? Okay, John Lloyd. My question is that, is English language teaching only applicable for English subject?
Good afternoon, ma'am. Am I
Ye-
audible?
Yes. Oh, yes, you're audible. Thank you. Okay, thank you for responding. Okay. So my question is English language teaching only applicable for English subject?
I believe the answer to that question, ma'am, is no, because every teacher uses language to communicate their lessons po, for example. So yeah, my answer is no po.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. And what other subjects utilizes English language technique or teach method? That's a follow-up question. Can you answer? What do you think? Okay. So with regards to this, I would like to explain to everyone that it's not just English subject utilizes English, because uh we also use the English language to, okay, in the subject of history, science, and other, and even mathematics. Okay, so every teacher is a language teacher. I got this caption in our recent Cambridge conference that I attended. All teachers are language teachers, and all teachers are expert of language of their subject. So it needs to have a mastery of the subject. For example, if you're teaching science, you need to have your mastery of the subject in terms of the terms in science. And English is very, very important because you need to explain to your student, okay, how the process is being done. Okay, for example, the steps on how the cells function, that's also explained in English. Next one, all teachers can help learners to develop transferable writing skills. So as based on uh, Professor Kamkeo's research, we use writing skills and doing our research papers. Okay, so we can explain the processes on how we do our research by improving our writing skills and also to write it down in English language. So going on, my next, so in teaching and also in uh, methodology of teaching, we have to think about our approach, the method, and the technique. So approach to psychology, you need to think of whether you're going to the nurture side or the nature side. And also we also use Bloom's taxonomy, and we have to remember the cognitive, okay, psychology. So in doing our lesson, you need to know who are our who are the students, or who are the learners, what are their capabilities. From there you can build your methods and your technique on how to prepare your lesson. Okay, so I will start first with when did all this start, or the TESOL or English learning started. So starts with on the 7th century. We start with the classical method, grammar translation. This method is intended just for translation of the words from Latin and Greek. And then um, this is when they use this technique to create dictionaries, the books in medicine, okay? And also, for example, they focus in one language. We have French translation to native language English. Okay, so we have to open the window, please. This is when the grammar structure is almost the same. So we can use English grammar translation. And it's not applicable if the grammar is not, or it's different. For example, Chinese to native language English. Then we go to the next stage. Okay, on 19th century, we have the direct method or the natural method. Okay, so audiolingualism or the army method requires repetition. And also they uses theory of behaviorism by Pavlov and the stimulus response experiment. This method can be effective in learning vocabularies and pronunciation quickly, but it lacks realistic context. For example, the teacher will say, "This is a book." The student will repeat it until the student knows how to say it. And it will be limited. Okay. So next we have, okay, The Silent Way by Caleb Gattegno. Okay, the theory of constructivism. He uses the cognition in the learning process, and it's fun. What is a silent way? A silent way uses a coded bars and it was invented or created by a mathematics teacher, and explaining or trying to unlock the difficulty of teaching the students with mathematical equations and math. So he requires a color-coded bar that represents sounds that can be that can be pronounced by or uh uttered by the participants or by students. This method needs prior learning to the chart before you start learning English. Later I will give you, or you can also check on YouTube, the silent way of teaching. So this is used by TESOL teachers in Japan, so they could easily do the pronunciation, or they could easily teach the pronunciation to their learners. Next, we go to, okay, the total physical response by James Asher. So here we require movement. Okay, the kids, these are very ideal for kindergarten, for primary, that you can associate the learning through playing games and also using the words uh and their movement in the lesson. So this focuses on a common response sequence, uses gesture and action, imperative language, and contextualize learning, repetition and reinforcement. So students will develop a reaction, or a reaction to the lesson that the teacher is or prepared for them. So we know that in our brain has two hemispheres. One side is the logical one, and the other one is creative. And on our left side, on our logical hemisphere, this is where our language acquisition takes place. And if we combine our language acquisition with our creativity and movement, this gives us full potential on retaining the information in our brain. So that's the reason why TPR is usually done in China for people who are teaching the kids, kindergarten to primary. They do the total physical response for a longer retention, and students can remember the information longer. Okay, so next we go on our next one. So we have the development of Suggestopedia by Lozanov. This method uh, uses music in terms of uh, or listening to the music when you're learning or when you're studying. And this gives two two effect. For one is, for example, we have a concert music, or for example a band that's playing the music. The psychological effect of this is very active for the learner while they're listening to the music. And for the music of Mozart, Bach, and also classical music, this can give the learner a passive psychological condition. So they said previously or before, in terms of research, that using Bach and other classical music can enhance thinking, like what Einstein is doing, and other other scientists are doing. They listen to classical music to enhance their concentration and their learning process. So you can also use this one to stimulate the students by playing a classical music while they're doing their activities. And next we have introduction to the task-based language teaching, okay, or we call this TBLT. Okay, so TBLT, okay, needs a good communication, authenticity, and also meaningful context. And we need to learn the task sequence. So you need to give prior information to your students. And this, okay, we also focuses on language and most especially our feedback for correction error. The emergence of this post-method pedagogy begins to reshape the language teaching discourse. Okay, so next we go to okay, the examples of that. So for example, of the TBLT, we have plan trips. Okay, and plan trips, or we have a field trip. We divide the students into group and ask them to brainstorm a trip that, such as how long will it last, what budget should have, and what activities they should do. We also have the story making. Give the student a character and begin a story and ask them to brainstorm the ending before pairing up. There's also sorting and ordering, where students work in pair to make the list of the most important characters of an ideal vacation. And we also have comparing. Students compare ads of different supermarkets. Okay. We also have problem solving. Students read a letter to advise columnists and suggest a solution. And also spot the difference, or put the students in pair and give each students similar picture with some differences. Student describe their pictures to each other and work together to figure out the differences. So, as given example, I used this one previously using Padlet, but my account in Padlet has already expired. So as a homework, I will give this homework for pastry. So create or make a story, okay? Think of a character and also think of the plot, okay? Follow, use the settings and team and also conflict and resolution. So for this part, I would like to go to our breakout room session, and I hope you could write down the elements of the story, which is the plot, the character, the setting, the team, and the conflict. And wait a minute, let me divide you first into, okay. Um, let's stop that first. I need the communication part. Okay, so I stop the screen share. I will put you in a breakout room. Where is that? Breakout room. Sir Jovet. Oh, there. Are you there? Okay, please join our breakout room to create our story. And you can go in. So each room will have at least 10 to 11. Please join the breakout rooms. Okay. Okay, Mom, Eliza, please join our breakout room.
Hi, Sir AJ. Do you have an outline of Ma'am Carmela for the things that the scholars are going to do? Room 14 is asking what are they going to start with and how they are going to start with.
Unfortunately
If,
not.
if there will be having an outline, then it's a good thing to have to be placed in our chat box so that everyone could follow.
All right, so unfortunately not, sir. So we will need to ask Carmela.
Okay,
I'm just
thank
here in the
you.
main session so that anyone who is struggling within the main session, I will be sending them to their respective groups if they have not yet joined any.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay. So will you be the one asking, sir?
Uh, room 14, they are asking, the room 14
No.
as
Will you be asking Ma'am Carmela? I don't know where which room Ma'am Carmela is at the moment.
yeah, because even if they weren't able to screen caps, they could still start to work about the guidelines if they have. No, if they have the guidelines, they could start to
Uh-huh.
do the task. Okay,
So
yeah.
where is I found her. I'll join room 6 for the moment and ask her. One
Okay,
moment.
thank you, sir.
And what type of story are we going to create? Sir AJ is here.
I'm here. I'm looking for Ma'am Carmela actually. So the other rooms are asking for an outline of how to do the activity. So specifically, I
Okay.
think it was room 11 if I remember.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
where's Ma'am Carmela? I saw her earlier.
She has just left.
Ah,
The
she jumped out
directions,
already.
yeah, the direction, Sir AJ, would be the group will just create a simple story. So it depends upon the group what type of theme are we going to use, or are we going to collaboratively create, as long as we are going to use the elements of a short story. So there must be characters, there must be a plot, there must be a setting, there must be a theme, conflict, and resolution. So very simple story, a collaborative and original story. Only that.
All right. So what are the elements again, ma'am?
Yeah, plot,
Plot,
characters,
character,
setting,
settings,
theme,
theme,
conflict, and resolution.
conflict, resolution.
Yeah, 6 elements.
Okay, thank you. I'll be leaving now. Thank you.
Okay, Sir AJ. Okay, so for our breakout room,
Hello, Sir Thomas Jennifer. Do you have a room assignment, sir? Sir or madam? Tomonas Jennifer, do you have a room assignment already? Not yet. Can you open your microphone, please, so that I could assign you to your room?
Sir,
Yes, Tomonas Jennifer, do you have a room assignment already? Not yet.
I was
Which room?
room 6, sir.
Okay, I will assign you to room 6.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you, sir.
you're welcome. Ma'am Mary Ann, which room are you assigned, Mom? Do you have a room assignment already?
I don't know pa po, sir.
Okay. All right. So you are in our first room. Wait. Ma'am Farah Jade Compuesto, which room are you assigned, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Which room are you assigned? Do you have a room already? Not yet.
No, dili po. Wala mo dira.
Okay, okay.
Pastor, I've written the outline on the group chat,
Okay, sir.
the
Thank you,
Zoom
sir.
chat. Will they be able to see that?
Okay. So I will share to the group 14. Okay, I'll be going to group 14. Okay, thank you, sir, AJ.
You're welcome, sir.
Room 14.
Breakout rooms will be closing in T minus 40 seconds.
Hi, sir.
Okay, good afternoon. I'm back. Sir AJ, everything okay with the group? Hmm. Can you hear me, Sir AJ?
Hello, Ma'am Carmela. Would you mind to visit room 14?
Oh, room 14.
Yes, Ma'am Carmela. Would you mind to visit room 14? They are asking about the guidelines. Thank you.
Pastor, close na yung ating breakout room. I gave the message a while ago. I went to room 14 a while ago too.
All right. Okay. Thank you,
Uh-uh.
ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So how many people here now? Okay, are you all ready to give us the story that you created? They're slowly coming back. I cannot see the view.
There are 140 participants, ma'am.
Okay, good. Okay, welcome back to our main room. So I would like to call on group number 1, room number 1. Are you ready to present your story? Okay. How about room number 2? Okay. I think I would start with the people who is ready to present. Anyone? Yes, Justin. You're raising your
Thank you,
hand,
ma'am.
Justin. Yes, okay. Thank you, Justin.
I hope I'm audible.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Thank you,
Thank you.
ma'am. We are from the breakout session number 14.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Okay.
So the instruction was to create a story that highlights the 6 elements of the story.
Yes.
Based on what we have discussed, first, we would like to highlight our setting. So for the setting, it is located in an international school in America, where the character is Miss Baby Jane. So Baby Jane is an exchange student. She is a bright and enthusiastic girl, and even though she is eager to learn English, she struggles to communicate with her classmates and teachers. So for the conflict, every day since Miss Baby Jane is facing the challenge of communicating with her classmates and teachers, even simple tasks like ordering her lunch. She struggles with the directions. And for the plot, in order for her to overcome this conflict, Miss Baby Jane decided to join the English club. And for the climax, one of the activities of the said club is to have a drama. And during the rehearsals, um, when it was Miss Baby Jane's turn to speak, she jumbled on her tongue and she felt that her confidence was waned. And for the resolution, instead of giving up, Miss Baby Jane's classmates and club members helped her, and slowly Miss Baby Jane's English skills improved and she found her voice both on and off the stage. So that's all po, ma.
Thank you so much. Okay, well done. Thank you so much for that story. How about Mom Roxanne? I forgot our group number. Florence
Okay.
Cabin. Okay.
Okay. Ma'am Carmela, we are from the breakout session number 6.
Number 6.
So, yeah, and then I'm going to ask Miss Flores and Mr. Cordova for the entire flow of the story. The title of the story we collaboratively created is Isko and Iska, ang mga scholars ng bayan.
Wow,
Okay, so
okay.
take it away, Miss Flores and Mr. Cordova.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So, as Mom Roxanne stated, that the characters of our story are Isko and Eska, and this is a typical story of college students who struggle to survive in their um journey in finishing college. So, for the theme, so the theme of our story is again about the life of being a college student, which I know everyone can relate with. And setting will be in a university, so it could be in my university, which is Mindanao State University College or other universities, but it's certain that it's in the university. And then, as we agreed that the conflict here would be about one of them are about to fail their subject. Then since Hisko and Iska are friends, so Isko and Iska are friends, so Isko is failing the subject, but then Iska is the resolution goes like Iska is there to help Isko. So I believe that it could be a story about like how friendship can go a long way and how perseverance and dedication can help us. And I believe Mr. What was his name? I forgot po, sorry.
Mr. Cordova.
Yes,
Cordova.
Mr. Cordova can add with how the story, specifically the plot, can progress. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you so much for that. Okay. So,
Yeah, Sir Raul Cordova, maybe you have some additional with the plot of the story. Sir Raul?
I think everything has been stated by Ma'am Katong first, ma'am.
Yeah, by Miss Flores.
Opo, about
okay.
nabagsak.
So,
Okay, yeah.
okay, thank you so much for room number 6, and I think I'm gonna give another one a chance to tell their story. Christian Soriano, raising your hand. Yes.
We're from room number 16 po.
Okay. Okay, so last one, and then we will go for the next activity after this. So I hope you don't mind. Thank you for doing your stories. Okay, so yes, Mr. Christian, you can start with your story now. Thank you.
So this is actually one of my stories na na-create before when I was in senior high school, and like I just summarized it. So it's entitled Beneath the Waves. So this is a horror story actually. So it
Oh, okay.
in a small coastal town in General Santos City, A group of adventurous high school students decide to explore a nearby mysterious underwater cave system. So, ignoring water warnings from locals about strange occurrence in the area, they venture into the depths below. So, as they delve deeper, they encounter strange markings on the cave walls and oppressive sense of dread. So suddenly, they came face to face with a monstrous creature called Duyong. So which was awakened from its ancient slumber by their intrusion. So the students must fight for their lives as they try to escape the clutches of the terrifying beast and uncover dark secrets hidden beneath the waves. So the characters are Hazel, who is a brave, adventurous leader of the group. Alex, who is Mia's best friend. Then I renamed some into Joash, the enthusiastic, impulsive member of the group. Then Sarah, the cautious and level-headed member. So the setting was the story takes place in a small coastal town within General Santa City. So the theme revolves around curiosity and consequences of tampering with the unknown. So it explores the dangers of recklessness and the importance of heeding warnings, as well as the resilience of human spirit in the face of unimaginable horror. So the conflict arises from the confrontation between the students and the monstrous sea creature lurking within the depths of cave system. So the resolution was is rather. So despite their harrowing ordeal, the surviving students managed to outsmart the sea monster and escape the cave system, narrowly avoiding certain death. So however, the traumatic experience left them forever changed, haunted by the challenge of what lurks beneath the waves and the realization that some secrets are best left undisturbed. Yun lang po. Thank you.
Okay, that was a good story. Thank you, Christian. Okay, so I got a message from room number 4, Anna Dion. You want to present your story? Go ahead, please.
So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anaden Pamularco of Breakout Room 4, and we have the story here titled The Necklace. So, the story is set in a small rustic village nestled in the heart of the mountains, where life is simple but challenging. Mary works tirelessly as a seamstress to provide for Lily and herself. Lily dreams of going to school in the city, but they barely make ends meet. One day, Lily gets a scholarship opportunity, but it requires her to move to the city, which they can't afford. Mary is torn between letting Lily pursue her dreams and their financial constraints. She decided to sell her most cherished possession, her necklace, passed down through generations and generations, to fund Lily's moving to the city. The necklace is a symbol of her family's love, and parting with it is a huge sacrifice. Mary sells the necklace and sends Lily to the city. Lily excels in her studies, unaware of her mother's sacrifice. However, when she comes home for a visit and notices the missing necklace, Mary finally shares her secret. Lily is moved by her mother's sacrifice and promises to work hard to honor it. So the theme of the story emphasizes the selfless love and sacrifice of a mother. It shows that a mother's love knows no bounds and that she will go any length to ensure her child's happiness and success. So our setting is set in a small rustic village nestled in the heart of the mountains. And our main characters are Mary, the selfless and loving mother, and her daughter Lily. So the conflict is the common man versus circumstance, where Lily and Mary is struggling with their social status, and then the resolution is when Lily was finally aware of her mother's sacrifice and promises to work hard for it.
Wow, that's a very, very touching story. The love of mother and seeing their children to become successful one day and their sacrifices. Thank you so much for that story. Oh, there's another one, Kim Miolata. You're raising your hand. Do you want to share your story?
Hello, good afternoon,
Yes.
everyone. Hi, Ma'am
Good
Rox. Good
afternoon,
afternoon.
Sir
Okay,
Kim. Go,
this
Sir
is the
Kim.
story we collaborated with the group room 3 rather.
Room 3, okay.
Okay, so I will be telling first the plot, and then we're going to identify the elements or the elements or features of the short story. So the title of our story is The Treasure of Corazon. The Treasure of Corazon. Sige. Yeah, so once upon a time, there are two siblings named Alex and Mia. They stumbled upon an old diary hidden in an attic of their grandmother's house. As they flipped through its pages, they discovered that the diary belonged to a woman named Corazon, who had lived in the house many, many years ago. To their astonishment, Corazon had written about a hidden treasure buried in the backyard. So excited, the siblings embarked on an adventure journey to uncover the secret of Corazon. So they bring with them shovels and, of course, determination. They dug deep into the earth, following the clues no, laid into the diary. So after hours of searching, they finally uncovered an old chest buried beneath the roots of the, say, balete tree. As they opened the box or the chest, their eyes wide open with amazement at the sight of the jewels, golden coins, and precious artifacts. However, their happiness and joy quickly turned into a conflict as they both laid claims to the treasure. In their excitement, they began to argue over who deserved to keep it. So amidst their quarrel, Maya suddenly stopped and looked at her brother with realization. She reminded of Alex of the adventure they had shared, the challenges they had overcome, and the band that held them together as siblings. So with shared understanding, they decided to the true treasure was not the riches before them, but the memories they had made and the love they shared as a family. So with a smile, they closed the chest and buried it once more. So leaving the treasure where it belonged. So hand in hand. And the realization is that the greatest treasure of all was the love and unity they had rediscovered on their journey together. So that's the plot of the story, the summary of our story. So the characters are Alex, so the main characters or the protagonists are the Alex and Mia, and the setting or the location happens um in the forest or in an old house somewhere once upon a time. And then the conflict is when the two siblings are in quarrel who will own the treasure that they had discovered. And however, the realization at the end, they realize that the true treasure is not the ones that they had in front, but the greatest treasure was the love and the unity they had rediscovered on their journey together. So that's our story for Breakout Room 3. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. I think we have the last one. Florence Gabin. Oh, wait a minute. I also have Rasmin Bandalan. Wait, please. We will have one more. Okay, two more. And then after that, I will, okay, I will give you the remaining part of the PowerPoint presentation I have. I think I still have how many more minutes, Pastor? Pastor, no sound.
Yes, ma'am. We are already behind
Behind time
about
schedule.
10 minutes already.
Oh, okay. Wait. I promised Miss Florence
But keep on,
Gabin.
ma'am. Yeah, you have your time. Thank you.
Miss Florence Gabin, can you please present your story? I'm trying to locate your room number, but I couldn't see your name in there. Are you ready to present?
Hello.
Oh, it's Sir. Okay. Sir.
Hi, Sir
Sir
Florence.
Florence. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Yes, you can present your story.
Uh,
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. So we really forgot our group number. And then, so this is like very short because some of the members were very silent. So they were using the silent way. So our story was once upon a time in a far-flung area, there lived a young and ambitious student named Lily. Lily had always been fascinated by languages and cultures from around the world. With a burning desire to make a differences and help others communicate effectively, she embraced and embarked on a journey to become a teacher of English to speakers of other languages. So she joined the TESOL session. So the setting for this training was a renowned language institute nestled in the heart of the city. Here, amidst the vibrant classroom filled with eager learners from diverse backgrounds, so Lily began her transformative journey. However, in the middle of the training, she encountered some difficulties on connecting to the internet. Thus, she was having difficulty on understanding, grasping the information and the knowledges being shared by different speakers. So, because she's very ambitious and really trying her very best to listen and uh, get the idea from the speakers. So she went outside of her house looking for a very stable internet connectivity. Hence, she found a good spot by climbing on the top of the banana or the guava tree so that she can get a very good signal. Then, hence, she was able to see the beautiful and handsome faces of the speakers because the inner connection was already stable. So that sums up our story.
Well, that was very nice and very creative. Actually, guys, this is the example of our task-based language teaching where we focus on communication, authenticity, and also meaningful context. And that's a very good representation of our TESOL training as well as the difficulty that we encounter during our training. And I I think one more hand, Rasmin Bandalan. I will give you the last story. Thank you so much for that story, Sir Florence. Okay. Thank you. And if you're ready, Mom Bandalan, the last
Yes,
story. Yes.
good afternoon, everyone. So I am from the breakout group 9. The title of our story is Echoes of Seoul. Once upon a time, in the bustling streets of Seoul, South Korea, amidst the neon glow of skyscraper and the aroma of sizzling street food, there lived a young artist named Jiwoo. In the setting, Seoul, a city of contrast, where ancient temples stand in the shadow of modern architecture and tradition dances with innovation. Character Jiwoo, a struggling artist with dreams as vast as the Han River, yet trapped by the expectation of society and family. One rainy evening, while lost in thought, Jiwoo stumbled upon an old bookstore tucked away in an alleyway. The plot: inside, he discovered a dusty tome filled with legends of the past, tales of heroes and villains who once roamed the very streets he walked. The conflict, intrigued by the stories, Jiwoo found himself torn between his duty to his family and his desire to pursue his passion for art. Driven by curiosity, Jiwoo embarked on a journey to uncover the truth behind the legends, hoping to find inspiration for his artwork. Theme The theme of self discovery and the struggle to find one's true path in a world filled with expectation and obligation. As Jiwoo delved deeper into the mysteries of Shoal's past, he unearthed secrets that threatened to change his perception of the world forever. Resolution. In the end, Jiwoo realized the true fulfillment lay not in conforming to society's standards, but in embracing his unique identity and following his heart. Inspired by the stories of the past, he returned to his art with newfound purpose, creating masterpieces that echoed the spirit of Seoul itself. And so, amidst the bustling streets and ancient alleyways of Seoul, Jiwoo's story became a legend in its own right, a testament to the power of perseverance and the beauty of following one's dream. That's all. Thank you.
Wow, that's very poetic, and it's a very descriptive story. And I really appreciate all the effort that you created or you made to have your story or to tell your story to everyone. Let me give the final slide that I would like to share to you. In conclusion, I know I run out of time, and I just want to. Okay.
No problem, madam. Just keep on. Just keep
Okay.
on, ma'am Carmela. We're
Okay.
flexible. Thank
Thank
you.
you. So aside from giving you an example of our T uh TBL LT, there's also like an example that I have on my PowerPoint presentation, which I can send to you later if you're interested. So this is an example of a spot difference used by Cambridge that students can talk to each other, comparing the two pictures on our slide over here. And then we go to ESA. The ESA was developed way back 1998 by Jeremy Hammer. So you can research on it. This follows the three spaces: the engage, the study, and the activate. So this could help you out if you want to teach in the future as as an English teacher or other subject teacher in Korea or probably America or in Thailand. These are the methods that you can also utilize. Depends on the level of your students. And then we have the year 2000. They developed the cumulative language teaching, or we call it CLT approach. Okay, and the examples of the CLT approach are the group discussion. Okay, students can practice speaking about the topic that they are passionate about, pairing groups and also role playing. And in here, I will give you, okay, an example. This is a caption or a storyboard taken from one of our course book, where students starts to read the storyboard, and then after that they will listen to it. Okay, and then they will act it out in front, and they will present it in the classroom. So this is another method that you can also utilize. And then after that, they change their method again, using the CEFR, or the Common European Framework of Reference for Language. The first week that we had and you did the audio exam was taken from the Evolve book. where the students, okay, will take their competencies exam through writing, reading, and also speaking, and they will be categorized according to level 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, and so on and so forth. So this is how the CFR uses their books, or use their books to teach the students nowadays. And also, okay, we have the project-based learning, and with the URL that's in here, I will provide you the slides later. You can come up with the project-based learning. So one example of that, we have community garden, renewable energy, historical fiction, board game design. This one I utilize with my kids. I asked them to create a board game like Snake and Ladder that deals with our vocabulary in the class, or the topic that we discussed in our EIS lesson. And then here we have the flip classroom model. Okay, so we have examples like describing and drawing. We have the Jeopardy, the math bingo. The warm up that I gave you is an example of a bingo game, or it's an English bingo game. Okay, and that can be utilized to allow the students to communicate in English. And then I have okay, this is describe and draw. Using the AI, I try to, okay, copy paste these examples, or the bullet points that you can dictate to the students, and they will draw using an A4 paper. You will give them the bullet points, and the students will write or will draw and paint the pictures that you dictate to them. Okay, so one example I created, I used the Leonardo. If people, or if someone is tech savvy, they most probably know Leonardo. So if you use Leonardo, they can paint anything with your narrative or your descriptive words. You can type, and then the computer will give you that painting. So this is coming from Leonardo. And then I have another activity, but I'm already run out of time. This one, okay, using the highlighted words, you can come up with this and draw in an A4 paper. That can also be an activity for the students. And you will also um you will also develop their listening skills. And in 2020, when we have the COVID-19, we're doing the Zoom, we're doing the classroom, Google Classroom, and also we use quizzes and the Google Meet. Previously, and at Brainworks, they use TESOL and Cognity to promote their sciences and their history lessons using the help of this platform. And with the present one, we also have, okay, the incorporation of the AI, the Chat GPT, and also the other AI AI applications that you can use to enhance your lesson with, and also to make your students more interested in learning. So you can come up with or checking this out later. We have the top 11 or top 12, and Leonardo was there. That includes the super meme and the pod squeeze. And okay, so I will give you a link later to give me the feedback, the importance of knowing your learner. And another one, okay, as an educator, we have to Letter A, put quality of life first. And then B, work primarily to understand the language, classroom life, and involve everybody. That's the reason why collaborative is very important. One room a while ago, they're very, very quiet.
Ma'am
And
Carmela,
yes,
sorry, ma'am.
sorry. Yeah.
Would you mind to wrap up for the last
Yeah.
2 minutes? Because we
Okay.
still have students to give their impressions.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes,
ma'am.
yes. Okay, so in conclusion, effective language teaching requires multifaceted approach centered around four key components: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Each of these language skills demands a nuisance of tailored approach to optimize a student learning outcome. Teaching techniques have evolved over time, with educators embracing diverse range of method, strategies, and approach. And effective teaching technique not only impart knowledge but also inspire curiosity, encourage participation, and support the achievement of learning objectives. So I think by wrapping that up, I will ask you to answer the questions in the Google class. Sorry for the time constraints. And these are my journey when I was doing my education journey or travel as a foreign overseas foreign worker or foreign teacher. So thank you so much. And that think that's for me. And I hope you enjoyed and you gained knowledge in my presentation. Thank you so much for your cooperation and your patience. Thank you. If you have any questions, you can just chat me on our Google class that I sent through the link. Okay. Thank you so much, Pastor. Okay.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Carmela, for that thorough
Sorry.
presentations. And for
Okay.
this moment of time, I would like to share the screen for our certificate, awarding of certificate. To award the certificate for you, Madam, let me call on Dr. Roxanne Robic Rosa. Kindly read the citation, please, Doc. Thank you, Doc.
Okay, let me read the citation. Professionals, researchers, innovators, students, and mentors, PRISM International and Research Hub Incorporated, in partnership with Mindanao State University, General Santos City, Certificate of Recognition. The certificate is presented to Ma'am Carmela M. Salenga as the resource speaker with the topic, an interactive solution for ESL classes aimed at improving student results. Your exceptional communication skills, linguistic expertise, and dedication to language education have greatly advanced English language learning worldwide. As a TESOL speaker, your impactful contributions have inspired educators and learners, fostering cultural exchange and enhancing language acquisition through engaging presentations and workshops. In recognition of your outstanding achievements and invaluable contributions to the TESOL community, we proudly present this certificate as a token of our appreciation and admiration. Accorded this 20th day of April 2024. Signed, Dr. Sophie Kamkael, our honorary consultant, and by yours truly. Congratulations once again, Ma'am Carmela.
Thank you so much. Thank you, dear students, and congratulations. And I wish you all good luck. Thank you, Mom Roxanne and Pastor.